I shouldn't be standing with a heart that's so heavy. I shouldn't be up with all the weight that I carry. Don't know if it's right, but I'm sticking with you. You're my only vice, I'm dependent on you. Love's for the wicked, I know this shit too well. I talk, you don't listen, still I'm under your spell. I think I'm addicted to feeling bad as hell. I can just let you go. You're the one I wait for, even though I hate. Every time you leave me to my fate. You're the one I'll stay for, though I wanna go. Find somebody better, better for my soul. Better for my soul, yeah, better for my soul. Find somebody better, better for my soul. You're the one I'll stay for, though I wanna go. Find somebody better, better for my soul. Dreaming about the good days when you put me first, baby. When you used to call me just to say that you miss me. Don't know how we got here, but I blame you. And I blame myself just for sticking with you. Love's for the wicked, I know this shit too well. I talk, you don't listen, still I'm under your spell. I think I'm addicted to feeling bad as hell. I can just let you go. You're the one I wait for, even though I hate. Every time you leave me to my fate. You're the one I'll stay for, though I wanna go. Find somebody better, better for my soul. Better for my soul, yeah, better for my soul. Find somebody better, better for my soul. You're the one I'll stay for, though I wanna go. Find somebody better, better for my soul.
Fine down with the Merlot. You know I'm on the line with the sun low. You already know the vibes when I pull up on you. Been looking at the sign like a horoscope. You say you wanna leave, but I know you don't. Talking about you wanna freeze what we got going on. But I'm seeing through the screen what's really going on. I know how you feel, I just need you to wait on me. I wanna do less of this latency. I wanna do less of that wait and see. When I get back to the city, I hate to leave. I know it's up being away from me. Till I put it down, feel like synergy. Swear that your body the remedy. And you won't find nobody that's not me as real as me. It's to infinity.
Yo, 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 what's up, everybody? It's your boy One Gun here. What's up? How's everybody doing today? Yeah, I'm getting a little bit of my mojo back today, and I thought I put some of my mojo on display today, you know. With a little something I got here from on the Unity forum boards. And now this is not me saying this stuff, but this is other people saying this stuff about yours truly. So, I mean, since someone's going over to forum boards and reading stuff, I thought I would find it very informational if I went to forum boards that people have actually saw this person for who he is and actually talked about him. You know, I think that person said something about I don't know, he said something yesterday or something crazy, and I was like, go for it. If he wants to do that, go for it. I don't care. But yeah, I just want to like get this, talk about this real quick, and it's right here. It's right here, folks. So, for what I understand, and going by some other stuff and PMs and stuff, I've been going back and forth between people. It seems like this thread was locked because this is a True Bones thread. And the reason why this thread was locked because Joe kept on coming. I don't know if this person has been banned off of Unity or Unreal yet, but Ink Drop Falls is another alt for True Bones. At the time, they didn't know, but they eventually found out, and I was told like, yeah, we know that. I was told like, yeah, we know that's True Bones, and we know he's hiding up under there, but he's told me that he's not causing no trouble. And then when he does, they're gonna ban him off. But Joe's been going around like this is back in October the 16th. This is like right after I think this is like a year after I won the contest in 2015. So this is like a year after. more than a year after. And Joe, before this, Joe got. I mean, like I said, this started over in the Unity threads when Joe was busted for selling stuff back in 2013, and he's been constantly doing the same thing over and over again. And it got to a point that where he was aiming at developers on Unreal and Unity, and saying that stuff. I mean, it's just a tactic that he used to convince people to basically buy stuff from him, which he goes around making these videos shaming these companies, saying they stole from him, or if not stole from him, or they're stealing, and or whatever. The same thing he's doing to Real Illusion. Now, this is just to show you that past behavior predicts future behavior. All right, and the same thing he's doing to Real Illusion now is the same thing he did to Unreal and Unity and all the other big companies out there. Mix them all. He did this to all these companies. The same thing. He repeats what he does time after time after time. And what he's doing, folks, is nothing new. I'm trying to let you guys know it's nothing new what he's doing. This is something. Hey, what's up? What's up, Don Thack? What's up, Eve? So he's threatening people again, but like I said, this is Ink Drop Falls. This is Joe, and what Joe did is Joe made this post called "Where Did True Bones Go on Unreal Forum?" I did a search for True Bones post, but nothing is showing. Now, what you look at? So it doesn't say what he was looking for. It was just saying, oh, his posts are all going. Wonder what happened. Now, when somebody posts this appear, nobody really cares, but this particular person does. So Hardcode comes in and says, look, it looks like he got the band hammer. All kind of drama posted in his YouTube channel. He's a spammer who's been banned multiple times. Stay away from anything related to him. He has been banned from several art and engine forms in the past few years for look what he says. For thefts, piracy, and threats. Doesn't that sound familiar? Now, this is back in October 2016. This isn't one gun. These are other people saying this stuff. And if you go into the Unity, if you go into Unreal right now, or if you even go into Unity, you make a post and say, hey, what happened to True Bones? They're going to tell you the same thing. Now, how is it that people in all these different places are saying the same thing I'm saying many years later? It's because, like I said, he repeats himself time after time after time. And this is all he knows. So this is a Reddit post right here, if it shows, and Joe hasn't managed to take this down. An ongoing list of scams that creators in the indie gaming community should be aware of. Imposters requesting free game codes, and then it has right here True Bones Animation Studios. Now this was printed before my time. I mean, I have nothing to do with this. This is printed by somebody else. True Bones Animation Studios, and it says True Bones has openly stolen movements from other companies, including duplicate files to pad his numbers, and reuse it, and refuses to give refunds. And here are the Unity posts. Here's the post on Unity that Joe had removed because he went over to Unity and fakes trying to say he's going to sue them if they don't remove those posts, which are time after time. Time after time. If you know, we will be waiting. Time after time. Yeah, that's basically what's going. People don't get that. People don't get that this OP is probably him spamming. This OP is probably spamming in his dirty assets, laughing out loud. True Bones is indeed very well-known scammer. Hence, has been banned and posts promoting his content removed. So all of the posts that Joe has made, and this goes for Polycount, this goes to Real Illusion, this goes to Unity, even Garage Games, are all posts telling people to basically come and buy his stuff because his stuff is better than the stuff you see in the Unreal store, the Unity store, because Joe's stuff is 100% his and their stuff is fake, or it's not real, or it's stolen from him. Time after time. This is just a repeat. This clown has been playing the same game the same way. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. Yeah, that's true. It's the same game he's been doing for years. And the only reason why you would play the same con game for so long is because he feels like it's working. But in 2013, when all this stuff really originally went down, right? All this stuff originally went down in 2013 when, oh man, sorry folks. I thought I was finished coughing for today, but obviously I'm not. I gotta drink me some water in a minute. All this stuff with him went down. I remember when I saw the original Making Mo ads, I knew something was up. There was just something suspicious about. Yeah, it was something suspicious about. I'm about to tell you what it is. So by 2016, everybody know what happened was in 2013, Joe was running out of animations, you know, and he had to find places to get free stuff and package it up. And what he did is like he got as much free stuff that he can find, and he was packaging it up, and he got the Carnegie Mellon University stuff. He packed that up. That somebody else talks about this as well. And he was selling it. He was selling over Uni. And then people over there in Uni found out about it, and they called him out. Then Joe went berserk. And he was found out, and they banned him from the forum boards. And the same thing over here with Epic. You know, he used the Unreal forums as a place to first slander. I mean, he comes into their forum and slanders their company and try to get people to come and buy his stuff on their forum board. I mean, that's crazy, you know, and he did it. He did it. You know, he did it. And when I found out was because he ripped animations for Half-Life. The first one. Yeah. I remember you told me that. Now, I'm saying everything you say is probably believable because that's what he's been doing. You know, he's been going around slamming people on their own websites, saying people are stealing from him, and he never shows any proof. He just says it. You know, he never says, "Oh, they took this or took that." He tried to do it with Mixamo. Super simple and even more recognizable. Yeah. So the thing is that, and this is all the truth, folks. It's all the truth. The thing about it is, what happened, I think, in 2016, that Mixamo went free, right? All you need is an account, and you can do whatever you want to. So he saw that. And and he went over to Mixamo and basically downloaded every model, every animation that they had over there. So now he had Carnegie Mellon University. He had all the stuff from Rubu, and he had the Mixamo whole library, which I think is something over 5,000 or 6,000 motions and models and stuff like that. Then he went over to Sketchfab and started putting up all his stolen content. And for 2 whole years, Makemo came later. Makemo came a little bit later, but he already had a head start over in Sketchfab, putting up a whole bunch of stolen stuff that he didn't make, and he was getting away with it, you know. And he had PayPal links everywhere, and all type of stupid shit. But the thing about it is, he got busted. And this is how he got busted. He got busted because he started messing with me. He started coming after me after I confronted him on the Mixamo board. You know, I didn't say he was stealing Mixamo stuff. I just said he shouldn't take Mixamo stuff and put it in his packs, which was already proven that he did, you know, from the Unity board, because Stefano Carraro said it. You know, I have the actual screen capture of him actually saying that we want you to remove the stuff out of your packs, and we never gave you permission, you know. And then Joe came back and lied and said, "Well, yes, you did. You did give me permission." And who gave you permission, Joe? The moderator. Moderators. Well, we don't have no moderators in our marketing department. You know, you have to go through our marketing licenses department to get permission to sell anything from us. You know, the moderators don't even the moderators over here in the Unreal Forum. They don't work for Epic. You know, this is a totally different thing. All the companies that have forum boards, the moderators don't work for them. They don't. I mean, the moderators don't work for the companies. They work for for the forum board. I don't know what the relation. I mean, I don't know what that's about, but it's basically a news board. I mean, that's what the forum board is. It's nothing but a news board. That's all it is. It just gives you information you need to check out the new products or whatever. Yeah, it is. It is. I'll get to that in a minute. Yeah, that's what it basically is. This is somebody. This is after. Now this stuff is after the fact. I don't have the stuff that came before this, but this is after the fact. This Amber She is a moderator. I do believe she is a moderator, and she said herself that True Bones is indeed a very well known. Now that's amazing because this is before this is October, and this is like right before we get him kicked off of a Sketchfab, and here's Makemo. Heard this all before, but is there one shred of evidence to support these outrageous claims? Well, that's amazing you would say that because someone gives a link to, I think before this about the folks over there on Unity board busting them for selling stolen. I mean, he went to a game development site. He went to the forum board and told these game developers, "Come and buy his stuff. He makes this stuff. He uses an iPod. He uses iPod and Xbox Connect to make all these motions and come and buy it." He was making videos of him standing in front of Connect making motions, but it was suspicious because when you contacted iPod tells you to himself like this, he couldn't possibly make those animations with iPod, and they said, and he also can't really actually export it or render those out. He would have to send that stuff to us, and then we send it back. So the whole thing about him claiming that he made those motions was starting to sound funny and erroneous. And what was funny and erroneous is when you actually go through his packs and you see stuff from Carnegie Mellon, and then by this time you see stuff in there. You actually see stuff in there from Mixamo. You see characters. You will see animations. You will see a whole bunch of different game assets from characters, whatever. They were all in these packs that he was making, and and people found it strange. It's like, oh wow, he's got this, he's got that. It's like, how's he getting this stuff, And Joe, if you ask Joe, he's like, oh, we got permission, And I'm like, how'd you get permission? I mean, nobody asked him, how did you go about getting your permission? Because you can't get permission through a forum board. And every time Joe asks Joe would say, oh, I get permission from the forum board. He that's impossible. You can't get no permission to use anybody's IP through a forum board by just a couple of types and you got it. The world doesn't work like that. You have to sign paperwork. You have to talk to them, and sometimes it takes getting lawyers involved to get any type of licensing done, just to make sure you're covered. In case they try to pull it from you, and in case they're covered, in case you try to do something controversial with their product and they don't like it, and they have to pull a license from you. So it's a lot of steps that go into getting content from anybody, especially from Disney and Pixar, Marvel, DC, any of that. You have to. It's a gauntlet you have to go through to get just one character. And I knew a friend who company got into the licensing Disney characters out, and they had to send them a Bible, and they had to pay for the Bible. The Bible was like $300,000 just to get the Bible, to get the characters. And the Bible has instructions on how to draw the characters, what the characters should look like in this position, and it has to be correct. And then it has to be approved. So we know for a fact Joe didn't do none of that stuff, not from his mom's garage. So just because someone's accused doesn't give you or everyone, well, the right to roasting him. This form looks like the medieval stockades to me. and here it is. I heard that True Bones tried to leave the Unreal forums and marketplace, but it's just a biker gang mentality. They couldn't let him go without damaging his rep. Like Taylor Swift said, haters gonna hate. You foreign folks are just plain shameful, and how it when and who is involved is a charade. Well, Joe, we know it's you, make mode, because you. I'm not going. It's too easy. So, like Taylor Swift says, her True Bones tried to leave. Well, Joe, True Bones didn't leave. You didn't try to leave. You got banned. You came in here spamming, and they say it in here. You came in here spamming the forum boards. You were mad because they wouldn't let you into the marketplace, and because they already knew about 2016. They already knew about Wheeze. Well, Joe, they already know about what went down in 2013. By the time you got over here, developers knew who you were and what you were doing, and I guess the moment you started your spamming, because you couldn't spam no more over there at Unity. And another thing is that you had developers over here trying to sell their content, and here you come with stolen content, trying to sell stolen content cheaply to people, and not telling them that the stuff you selling to them was stolen. All you say it's True Bones. You have the rights to it, and some people found out that you didn't have the rights to nothing, and you were just destroying and messing up the board. And here we go, folks. Hello again, sir. Hi, Making Mo, the attorney personality or account of True Bones. Quick Google search using your name and some other keywords. Yeah, so Joe took this one down. He took this down. Why is it that you or Mr. True Bones always get into trouble everywhere? Conspiracy? Apparently, this is Amber. Apparently, Epic, Unity, Adobe, and Mixable all have it out for him personally, seemingly for no reason at all. Make of what you will. Joe comes back. That is a shame. From an outsider point of view, no, you're not an outsider. You're Joe. Unity, Adobe, Mixable, they're all big corporations that have invested interest. So if any product that an independent person promotes, well, here's the problem, Joe. The products you're talking about is products that you stole from Epic, Unity, Adobe, and Mixable. All these people, all these players, you're taking stuff from them, and then going back and lying to people saying you made this stuff and they stole it from you. Buy it from me instead of them. Where's the honest business of that you go and you take stuff from Epic, Unity, Adobe, and Adobe Mixamo, and then you come into their own forum boards. You've been in each one of these people's forum boards and still are. And then you come and sell the stuff that they're selling in the forum board, and then you lie and tell people that their stuff doesn't work as good as my stuff. Buy my stuff. But it's their stuff, but you're selling their stuff. We saw that with Parabolic Labs video, when Parabolic Labs actually sent you the email, and you were lying to Parabolic Labs saying, and this is what he said, folks. I mean, I'm going to just briefly give you a statement that, I still have the video of Parabolic Labs reading the letter from Joe, and the letter just basically, the email basically states that, first he actually, are these motions from Mixamo? And Joe says yes, but mine work better because when you download them when you download these motions from Mixamo, they don't work well, and then you have to fix them so they can work. And but my motions work a lot better because they're the same motions, but I do a process on them, and they work better. And that's a lie. That's a lie. He's trying to get $50 out of me. It's a lie. That was a lie. I still have the video of it. It was a lie. It was a plain, simple lie. It was a scam. You can get the Sword and Shield, and you can download the whole pack at FBX, which is the standard now. Everybody using. Nobody really uses BVH, but Joe thinks that if you take someone's data and convert it into something else, it's yours, and that's not true. That data has been copyrighted and protected and patented, and no matter what format you put it in, it still belongs to the same person. So if I'm able to take somebody's movie and the movie's on DVD, and what I do is I put it on I put it on Blu-ray. So I take the video and put it on Blu-ray, and Do I own the movie now that I put it? Do I own the movie and have the rights to sell it after I take the movie off of DVD, put it on Blu-ray? No. I don't own it. It's still theirs. All I did is make a backup copy for myself in case the original gets destroyed, but I still have my backup so I can watch it again. But does that mean I own it? Well, yes, you do own it, but the rights, the data and stuff still belongs to the people who sold it to you. So that means that I can't make copies of this Blu-ray and take it to the store or take it online and sell it. I couldn't do it. I can't do it, because it's against the law. That's what piracy is. So Joe feels like if he goes from the DVD to the Blu-ray, he feels like he's exempt from any type of legal action against him. Well, we'll get back to this in a minute because somebody else says something in 2016 that reverberates now. Yep, must be some video game Illuminati conspiracy to silence the voice of a small independent developer who definitely has used IP that he doesn't have the legal permission to use in a promo. Now, this is back in promo videos. This is back in October 16th. Yeah, Joe had a video where he made a video with characters from other video games, especially from Mixamo, where he was like, come and buy this pack. You can get all this cool stuff in this pack. You get the pack, and yeah, the shit was in there. He tried to sell pirated content and also been representing products with has been representing products without permission. That's besides spamming many forums after being a negative influence. So yeah, now this is back in October 2016. Like I said, he repeats what he does. These horrible corporations providing all these tools for making games. Evil, I tell you. Yeah, Joe, they're evil. 1 minute he was here, the next he was gone. He became like a spooky story mothers would tell their kids if you're naughty. True Bones will come and get you and spam you with cheap, bad quality anims. Yep. I must have been bad because that's what he's been doing to me ever since. It says, I just wondered why he does not learn and change his behavior. Well, good question. Good question, 2016. Good question. I firmly reached the conclusion that that Joe, True Bones, Ink Drop Falls is not quite right in the head. It's a bit sad because he's been carrying on like this for a very long time. I first encountered True Bones at CG Talk over a decade ago, and I fear that he'll spend the rest of his life bringing one calamity after another down upon himself. Wishlist always managing to blame everyone except himself. Yeah, 2016, man. 2016, you knew a lot. 2016, they knew so much. This made me chuckle and over. Oh, this is gone. This video right here was gone. It's gone off his channel because that YouTube channel is gone. I click on that right now. This video is private. It's gone. Blue Man. This made me chuckle. So there's another video Joe made and people just laughing at him. Yeah. This channel is full of these conspiracy videos of the world versus him. Grimwolf says, wait, is Ink Drop Falls not another account by True Bones? Makemo got banned, I'm assuming for being one of his accounts, but not Ink Drop Falls. I'm having a hard time believing that real person will support such a blatantly cancerous individual, though. He had many raving meltdowns after getting outed, and has always made it clear that he's only out for himself. Now, like I said, this is back in October 2016. This is like right before we got into it, folks. And what seems to have happened, and I do believe this is what seems to have happened, is that Joe, right after his meltdown, came over to, I think this is when I think he's already made his home over there at Sketchfab, all right. So he's over here at Sketchfab selling his stolen stuff, putting PayPal links and stuff. But all that shit changes before 2017. As far as I'm aware, it is not the same person. They think, but eventually, I think it was another post that got deleted that he was found out to be Eeptrock Falls. Right, I did some investigation, couldn't find. Yeah, these people were wrong, but they finally found out that it was him. Mr. Squarepeg. It's another video. I don't know where this video goes to. I never clicked it. AP's this main question is, why hasn't this thread been deleted? He's literally using it as fuel. I hope I make it on there. I want to be a YouTube star. I do enjoy the show. I hope someone has some spare popcorn for me. Off the top of my head. Okay, here we go, folks. Off the top of my head, isn't reselling illegal? Like you send lawyers in because I'm suing you for reselling intellectual property that isn't yours. So why has not a single person done anything about it? Just wondering. I mean, we can't find him. It's silly since he has his IP and So I mean, here we are talking trash. No one has taken action. Well, someone did take. This is back in 2016. Epic did take action against Joe. Just saying, not in his defense, but just in general, if you break the law and everyone just stomps their feet, then stop complaining if you're not going to do anything about it. Well, to tell you what, 2016, someone did do something about it. The only person who can take legal action against someone reselling the content is the content holder themselves. So long as he isn't selling Epic content, there's not much they can do about it. Oh man. The other issue is that legal action is very expensive, and it's possible those who do hold content that is being infringed do not see it as being worth their time and money, which is true. Let's see. I'll back up this guy because I ain't reading that. I'm gonna be like Joe, I'll be selective on the stuff I read. Amber She comes back and says, I don't know if all his posts were removed, and this is a forum operator, but we're going to see what happened to Joe's post. See, Joe's saying that they deleted all his posts, but let's listen to this. I don't know if all of his posts were removed, but many were, and we're going to tell you why. This is because the vast majority of those posts existed solely to promote his product, which we determined contained assets that he did not necessarily have the rights to sell. So why would you come in here and sell stuff you didn't have the rights to sell, Joe? Well, he did it because he's a crook. Sometimes he can be helpful, but it's among bannable offenses like spamming and scamming. That's hilarious. He keeps talking about his old posts being deleted, but actually, here we go, folks. That's hilarious. He keeps talking about his old posts being deleted, but actually 99% of them were deleted by himself. Wow, how'd you like that? For a conspiracy. That was one of the reasons he was banned for spamming, because he would post a thread and delete it, then repost it. Also, I do not work for Epic. No one in this thread does. So coming to a thread or a post and asking them permission to steal their stuff is not legitimate whatsoever, because nobody, like I told, nobody in these forum boards actually work for Epic. Honestly, I pity him. He truly feels he has been wronged and the entire world is out to get him for no reason. With such mentality in life, I can't help but pity the poor soul. And like I said, folks, this is back in 2016. Now, if you look at what he did in 2016 and what he's doing now, if you see what he's doing in 2016 and what he's doing now, it's the same thing. If you go back to 2013 and what he's doing in 2016, it's the same thing. He goes around saying people have done all these these incredibly bad things to him. But when you get up under the stuff that he ain't tried to delete yet, you will see it's that's not the case. The case is that he went around doing all this backwards evil shit, bad shit, and he makes these videos, and these videos people look at them, they look at them, and then they say, oh man, Epic is horrible, Epic is horrible, Unity did this to him. But then when you look up under the hood, you know what really happened. He brought all this stuff up on himself. You know, he first got busted over in Unity. You know, then he tried to run over here to Unreal to sell his junk over here, and Unreal's like, no, you can't, we don't want you we don't want you because of your what they say is reputation. We don't want him in our store. You know, we don't want him in our store. You know. So, but then Joe said, well, can I make posts in your forum board? And they say, yeah, sure, you can go on the forum board. Because they have nothing to do with the forum board. They don't care what goes on the forum board. They don't care. You know, they really don't care. You know, the forum board is there, it's just a newspaper to them. You know, and the stuff you post in there is just like, you know, whatever. You know, Unity doesn't own their forum board. All these forum boards are separate from the main company. You know, that is to cut confusion down, because it's like this. If somebody in the forum board or moderator accidentally says something like, yeah, I think you can do that, and somebody takes that, and then they go off and they do it, and then something happens, they can come back and start some shit saying, oh, I got permission. You can, once again, folks, you cannot get permission through a forum board to licensing rights or marketing rights of anybody's content. You have to contact the licenses department, and the licensing department, before they give you anything, they're gonna do a check on you to see, you know, what you use their stuff for. You know. Yeah. So. What's a true bond? What was this? Oh. It's like, what's a true bones? It's like Aleppo. It's like Aleppo. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, whatever. And last but not least, this person needs help, not ridicule or further encouragement. As such, I'm closing this thread. I do not represent Epic. I am not an employee of Epic. And that was the end of that, folks. That was the end of that in 2016. You know, I just thought I'd come in here, and since Joe likes to read off forum posts, you have to understand how past behavior does predict future behavior. And I remembered, I remember this post, and I was like, this post is pretty. I mean, this right here is pretty much what he's doing now. It's pretty much what he's doing now. You know, he's taking revenge. I'm telling you why he's doing what he's doing. He's taking revenge out on Real Illusion. He's trying to make this whole thing between me and him so toxic that he wants to include Real Illusion into it, and he wants to make it harder for me to do work with the people over there at Real Illusion. You know, think about this. When I do stuff for Real Illusion, I don't tell nobody until it's done. By then, it's too late for him to go over there and then say, "Don't work with him. I'm gonna sue you." Blah blah blah. He can't do that. You know. Thing is, when you have somebody like this out there trying to hurt and destroy you, the last thing you want to do is let them know what you're doing. I've learned that through the whole thing with Little Fry and his pop. You know, if I'm doing something, I'm not gonna say nothing until it's properly done and published, because it's too late for him to sit back and hound people and threaten people and stuff like that while we're in the process of making a production. You know, and I had to learn this stuff because I finally figured out how crazy the man is, and he's that crazy to sit back and chase down someone's kid and send them racist content and all type of shit. And I was like, well, I learned my lesson. He's something is wrong with him. He needs help. This is back in 2016 when somebody was. This is back in 2016 right here, folks, when somebody said this person needs help, not ridicule. He does. This guy needs help. But then again, before you can get help to somebody, before you can help somebody, you have to get them under control. You can't help somebody if they're not under control. My whole thing is to get some type of control to where he'll stop. He'll stop doing what he's doing. And it seems like he's still not going to stop because he's still testing me. He's still testing me. He's testing me to see. He's just testing me, folks. He just tests me on all different type of levels to see to force me to go far stupid of him and get myself in trouble. I'm not going to do it. That's been his whole thing for these last few years, is to get me to go crazy stupid and do stuff that'll get me in trouble. So he can sit back and compare me and him, and he can't do it. Anything he compares me and him to, he has to make it up. He has to. He because he got criminals in his family, he wants to compare my family. Because it's just a tiring circle of stupidity. Ignorant stupidity and just plain old mental illness. And from my opinion, my opinion and my commentary, this is just how I feel. He needs help. I do believe he needs help. All the stuff he did. I mean, everything he's done has been recorded. Watched by hundreds, maybe thousands of people, and everybody can see for themselves that this guy needs help. There's no sense of somebody doing this every day. He does this. He's probably on right now, folks. He could be on right now doing the same thing. Yeah, there he is. Yeah, there he is.
It is absolutely spot on, perfect.
He's on right now. Because he basically has nothing else to do. But when he starts doing this stuff, I just get off. I just get off and well, I'm really not supposed to be on because I'm sick. My doctor told me keep away from the stress, because it's gonna make my health worse. But sometimes I have to say stuff when he says something that's not right. I have to I have to come back and take it upon myself to set the record straight. So every time he says a lie or something, because I mean, how long has he been on for? 3 minutes.
Owen, I want to show you why. Let me make sure I'm running first. Not using a mocap suit is better than...
Yeah, so he once again he gets on here and tries to compare something he never owns. The only reason why he hates mocap suits now is because I've owned one for so many years. I've owned one. I brought one of the first perception neuron suits, and I've used it to make motions, to improve motions, and I've actually made motions to sell. And he's mad because he doesn't have one. And on top of that, he tried to cheat to get one back in a contest a couple of years back. And what he did is that he did something crazy, tried to submit it, and then tried to pan his numbers, so he can get the suit. And then once I was alerted to this, I contacted the people at Perception Neuron, let them know what he was doing, and it wasn't just him; it was a couple other people doing it too. They were panning their numbers, but I said definitely don't let this guy, because this guy, listen to what he has to say. Then go and look at his channel, and don't forget he also posted these things on your channel while y'all was doing a live stream. And I'm letting you know who this guy is and what he's been up to and what he does. And the last thing we need to do is give him a motion capture suit so that he can start lying and saying that he make motions, but he's really stealing them from someplace else, But I just said I just basically said stuff like that. And it wasn't me who called in. It was a whole bunch of other people called in who said, kick this jerk out because he's cheating. You know, it wasn't the fact of what he was doing. It's the fact that he was cheating. See, Joe can't enter a contest unless he cheats. Ask the people over there at iPod about the anagram video that Joe submitted, claiming that the video he submitted, the anagram video, was a video that was made with iPod, and it wasn't. And they took all the stuff back. So when Joe sees that I won a contest, he runs over there and try to do the same thing to me that was done to him, but he's going to lie about it, you know, which is just crazy. Well, I'm done anyway, folks. You know, all I got left of me these days is about 45 minutes to an hour, and I have to, because I kind of run out of breath because of the medications and the sickness and shit like that. You know, but yeah, I mean, whatever he says doesn't mean nothing. And he needs to be honest, folks. So this is the iPod recorder. This is not the actual software. This is the iPod recorder. This is the same trick he used with the with that video I made about him stealing motions, taking Epic stuff. But we know what happened with him and Epic. We definitely know what happened with him and Epic, and we talked about that yesterday. Watch yesterday's videos to find out what he did with Epic. But here he is trying to prove that he does everything with iPod. That's him trying to prove it. And once again, you know, he sits back and did he hide everything this time? Well, no, I can't see this up here, but I'm not gonna worry about it, folks. It's 11:02, and I gave my hour for the day, for the day, and you can see it's catching up with me. Yes, he's all nonsense. You know, my chest is hurting, and I can't talk as long as I want, as long as I used to. So I'm going to get off, and I'm going to get off and I'll get off and relax for a little bit, folks. But I just want to bring this up. It makes no sense. Yeah, that's true. That's true, Hollywood. That's true. That's true. But I gotta get off, folks. You know, it's time for me to go. I can't stay on here. I can't stay on here for long. But let him talk. I mean, the more he talks, the more he tries to lie. You know, like I said, I took you to 2016, and whatever he did in 2016, he's doing the same thing now. It's the same exact thing. He's just repeating himself. Epic, I mean, it's like Unity went through it with him. Epic went through it with him, and Real Illusion is going. Real Illusions actually went through it, and it's still going through it. I thought Real Illusion went through this shit with him twice, but they didn't. Actually, Joe just never left Real Illusion. He never stopped. You know. But he stopped with Epic. He stopped with Unity. I don't know what Unity did to get rid of him, but they did. He doesn't even say nothing about Unity. Unity must have really sent him a letter or something, or did something to make him stop. You know. And like I said, Joe won't quit unless jail is involved, or him going to jail is involved, and that's why he won't really say my name. That's why he won't say nothing. He won't say nothing like as to threaten me or anything, because he know I'll record it and give it to my lawyer. All right. So I'll talk to you guys later. This is One Gun. I'm signing out. And I hope you guys have a nice day. Peace.
standing with a heart that's so heavy. I shouldn't be up with all the weight that I carry. Don't know if it's right, but I'm sticking with you. You're my only vice, I'm dependent on you. Lust for the wicked, I know this shit too well. I talk, you don't listen, still I'm under your spell. I think I'm addicted to feeling bad as hell. I can just let you go. You're the one I wait for, even though I hate. Every time you leave me to my fate. You're the one I'll stay for, though I wanna go. Find somebody better, better for my soul. Better for my soul, yeah, better for my soul. Find somebody better, better for my soul. You're the one I'll stay for, though I wanna go. Find somebody better, better for my soul. Dreaming about the good days when you put me first, baby. When you used to call me just to say that you miss me. Don't know how we got here, but I blame you. And I blame myself just for sticking with you. Lust for the wicked, I know this shit too well. I talk, you don't listen, still I'm under your spell. I think I'm addicted to feeling bad as hell. I can just let you go. You're the one I wait for, even though I hate. Every time you leave me to my fate. You're the one I'll stay for, though I wanna go. Find somebody better, better for my soul. Better for my soul, yeah, better for my soul. Find somebody better, better for my soul. You're the one I'll stay for, though I wanna go. Find somebody better, better for my soul.
We find down with the Merlot. You know I'm on the line with the sun low. You already know the vibes when I pull up on you. Been looking at the sign like a horoscope. You say you wanna leave, but I know you don't. Talking about you wanna freeze what we got going on. But I'm seeing through the stream, it's really going on. I know how you feel, I just need you to wait on me. I wanna do less of this latency. I wanna do less of that wait and see. When I get back to the city, I hate to leave. I know it's up being away from me. Till I put it down, feel like synergy. Swear that your body the remedy. And you won't find nobody that's not me as real as me. Just to infinity.